Hello, everyone. This week I focused on my website and specifically the skill of geotagging multimedia to a map location for my students. Um, this was very limited before recently, and I've made it much more robust. During our peer review, Mike was able to help me out. Um, I had listed the first step in the project was getting Google Drive and familiarizing yourself with Google Maps and Google Photos. What I was doing is using my smartphone to collect multimedia, then transferring it and doing everything with my maps on my computer. What I didn't realize was that doing it on a phone requires a few nuanced steps. It's very possible if you have an iPhone, you're going to use just regular Google Maps, and as one of the layers, you can add in the My Maps layer. But what I did was I never would have realized this myself. Mike pointed it out, and I was able to find a great link right here for support from Google on how to use My Maps with, you can see here, with Android, a computer, an iPhone, and an iPad. So it really covers all the bases. And as you can see, um, with Android, using Google Maps, and it is the same on an iPhone. So it's pretty straightforward. If you're not careful, as Mike mentioned to me, there are third-party apps that charge a small fee, $2.99, and I don't think they exactly do what you want. They just have Google My Maps listed in the name. Once we took care of that, I have step by step in how to do this. That you would capture a photo or multimedia video. Once you do that, you're going to include the GPS data with your location. Now I found a workaround where some photos, some multimedia will actually have the GPS included as part of my project. I'm going to ask students to collect it separately for my course, Regents Earth Science. Latitude and longitude and knowing their position on Earth is very important. So even though it can be redundant, it is an important step for them. And once they've done that, what I decided to do was for the critical component of taking your multimedia and placing it on a layer in your map. I created a brief video here, 2 or 3 minute video, that shows students exactly how to do this. So this might be a little meta right now to see if it loads, because you're seeing me up here in the corner, and if it loads, you're going to see me down here in the bottom. Doesn't seem like it's loading, but that is what I did this week. The only thing I would like is maybe, a little larger on the screen here, but it looks good on the page. I'm really appreciating using Google Sites. I also added some information, some materials to my standards, since I have a little time to mention it to you. I'd earlier listed my standards for the national science standards, the next generation science standards. Then when I took our last project, where we wrote a paper justifying why a STEM project would work, and I just did a little bit of subtle editing and found that it's a good justification for teachers who are trying to talk to an administrator, trying to propose this project to their colleagues, aside from just the standards, but a good, several paragraph explanation with, of course, some works cited linked in. So I just took that from a previous project and, adapted it, incorporated it to my website. So I found that the coursework was actually, rather than detracting from my time working on the project, it's supporting and supplementing it. Well, everybody, have a great week. I hope yours is going as well as mine.